Hello everyone, welcome to Ask Auntie L, where I answer your questions, concerns, and or give advice. I was approached by a friend of mine who would like to remain anonymous. They had some concerns about dating a friend of theirs. However, they weren't sure how to approach the situation because they've been friends for a while, but they didn't really hang out much after college. But they are kind of crossing paths again. And this person that approached me was wondering, how do I go about the situation? You know, we've both dated different people, and we've always, or at least they had had feelings for this person while dating other people, which I'm sure everyone has been through this kind of situation with varying or different results. I know in my personal experience I've gone through this as well. So I figured instead of just giving them advice one-on-one, I thought this might be a good segment for anyone else that has these kind of questions or, you know, like, I need help kind of situations. So what I would suggest is you don't rush into it, because over time people have changed and there might be things that they have gained that aren't exactly positive, or maybe they've lost something that you really loved about them, and unfortunately sometimes it's a combination. I know that was the case for me in my situation, where I thought the person was changing for the better, and in reality they were using it as a ploy to get back together with me. Now, this isn't the same situation. Like I said, it's very different because everyone is different. But I would suggest the best way to know is to meet up with them and hang out, you know, going out for lunch, not dinner, because dinner has those sort of connotations where you feel like you have to present a show for them, or you feel like you have to show a side of you that isn't really you. Whereas lunch, you're more relaxed. I mean, it could even be like a slice of pizza. It doesn't even have to be like a sit-down dinner. You could grab pizza and then go to a bench and, you know, chit-chat and all that stuff. Or even hanging out at their place. It's always important for it to be their place, so they're most comfortable. Or if, you know, you've been friends for a while, you know, they could come over to your place and, you know, watch a movie. Not watch a movie, but watch a movie. I find that watching an animated feature is the best way to really get to know a person. It sounds really strange. But actually, my first date that I went on with my fiance, we went to go see an animated series, like an animated movie. And that kind of broke the ice because we felt like we were little kids at heart and we were more playful, and, you know, that kind of feature, as opposed to like a romantic comedy or, you know, a comedy or even a horror film. Like, even with horror films, that kind of has the connotation like, ooh, I'm going to be scared. All right, why don't you hold me? You know, if you're trying to get with the person, you don't want to get with the person right away. Like I said, don't rush into anything. Now, going back to going out for lunch, you could, after lunch, go for a walk about town. It doesn't have to be anywhere specific. It could just be along the boardwalk or wherever you live. It could just be a walk downtown, you know, looking at the old sites. Like, the two people that I know that are in question, they both went to a small town where there's a lot of shops and stuff along the side. There's a lot of restaurants and everything. And there's also a couple of parks in the town. So you could just walk about, like, you know, the main street or whatever. And because when people are walking, they have a tendency to talk. And sometimes things come out when, you know, you're walking and you're relaxed and you're talking. And you get the vibe of what they're really like now. Because sometimes things get lost in social media. I do social in quotes because sometimes social media really isn't that social. You kind of present a facade of who you really are, or you post things, it's kind of like, okay. Like, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. But it's better to meet up and interact because you pick up better on the body language and the tonality of speech, and you sort of develop a master's in subtlety, I guess is the best way to put it. People will show who they really are when you see them in person. You know, because when you type something up on the computer, you could read it 5 different ways. You know, it could be like, oh, we should hang out. Be like, oh, we should hang out. Or, oh, we should hang out. You know, it could mean a lot of different things. So, like I said, it's better to meet up and be in a relaxed setting. So, I hope this helps whoever needs this advice. And I will come out with another video of your questions that I obtained this week, which I'm really excited about because I got a lot of great questions this week, so I'm really excited. So keep those questions coming on in, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.